ก่อนที่จะลงจากเครื่องบินค่ะในนามของสายการบินแอร์เอเชียกัปตันโสพลนักบินผู้ช่วยกิตติพงษ์และลูกเรือทุกคนขอขอบคุณทุกท่านที่ใช้บริการเราในวันนี้
That band was just playing Learn to Fly by the Foo Fighters. Hearing live Foo Fighters renditions in Malaysia. Incredible. Okay, so here's the deal with Georgetown, Penang. We were so confused when we were first researching where to go in Malaysia. When we kept hearing about Georgetown. It was just like, it just was strange. I mean, I could not think of anything less Malaysian sounding than Georgetown. Then we looked into it. Of course it has to do with the British, right? Where weren't they? But this was originally named after King George III. It was originally Fort Cornwallis, and it was a pretty important strategic point, being close to the Malacca Strait. But modern day Georgetown has become probably as international as a city could be. There's so much influence here from so many different cultures. And that is why we absolutely had to check it out. Where else can you find Buddhist temples, mosques, and nightlife, Indian food, Armenian food, dance clubs, and an incredible architecture? Another live band coming up. This is awesome. I feel like I'm in New Orleans or Nashville. Georgetown nightlife, not bad, man, not bad. And it's so interesting seeing so many people. You can just tell how international this place is. It's become a very popular tourist destination, the past couple decades especially. But it's a place that was never really on my radar until a couple years ago. And I can't believe I didn't know about it. I mean, this has just about everything you could ask for. It feels kind of British in architecture, but then it's also very, very Asian. And then you have the Islamic influence. Just so much going on at once. So many influences. So many people from so many different places. But what we've really heard is amazing here in Georgetown and in Penang in general is the food. I am so excited to try Malaysian cuisine and all of the other cuisines that are very prominent here. This is a perfect little taste into what life is going to be like in Penang for the next week or so, next 5 days. It looks like I'm getting a little bit towards the end of the bar, so I'm gonna head back, maybe grab a beer and just do some people watching. We were doing some editing, and that's why, I mean, it's almost like midnight. I do have to get some sleep. I can't stay out all night. So basically what I've told myself, I have 50 Malaysian ringgit, I think they're called ringgits. That is my limit for the night. I think that comes out to around $10, maybe like 10 to 12 US dollars. So let's see what we can find, man. I might hop in one of these places and watch these bands. The entire city of Georgetown is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and I think a lot of what that has to do with is just, you're not going to find a lot of places that look like this. It is such an incredible fusion of so many different things. And just looking at the buildings and the way that the roads are constructed, and there's these little canals almost in between the roads and the sidewalks. Okay, the beer that I have to try apparently is Tiger. We did see it in Thailand too, but I guess it's a Singaporean beer. But it's really, really popular here in Malaysia, and especially in Penang. And I have seen a few places with some deals. That one was 13 ringgits for a Tiger. I might go check out the Foo Fighters again. Although Adele was pretty good back there. This is so cool, man. I love live music. I just absolutely love live music. I think it's so much better than just having like someone playing a playlist. DJs are cool because I know they can like mix up their own beats and stuff. Like they're definitely a skill that goes into that, but I hate when someone just like sets up something and just plays stuff off of their phone. Like, really? Give me a live band every time. Let's see how much a tiger is here at Rockafellas. That's what this bar is called. That was a lot of fun. I caught the end of their set. They ended with Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin. That was a good time. And they were really good. I didn't catch their name. I wish I did. I would give them a shout out. That bar was really nice too. It was really nice and modern. I will say my Tiger, although very good and very cold on draft, it was 22 ringgits. Am I crazy, or is that a little exorbitant for Southeast Asia? That's like $4.70. But I guess you're also paying for the ambiance, the band. There was no cover. So I think that was well worth it. I think I caught 3 or 4 songs. I can't stress it enough. I love live music. And here I am in Malaysia watching a rock and roll Led Zeppelin rendition. Okay, let's see what else I can find. I'm not gonna stay out all night. We're getting close to 1 a.m. here. And I definitely do need to sleep a little bit. We had a bit of a travel day to get here. But I'm so glad I came out. I mean, this is again, like, when would you know if you didn't know anything about Malaysia? How would you know that Georgetown is this nightlife hub? The street I'm on is called Chulia Street, and I think it's kind of like one of the main drags here in Georgetown. Oh, there's the Dry Ice Club again. And I actually, just down past that 7-Eleven, I think it was, I saw a whole nother street with a bunch of bars, so I think I might check that out. This is that first place I checked out. It was a little crowded for my taste. Oh, I do like this song though. Oh, they're playing the Cranberries. Hold on a second. Alright, I'm gonna cross the street. I feel like this should be a pedestrian street at night. There's like cars rolling through here, but people are just hanging out in the middle of the street. In your head. A lot of these bars are playing the Premier League matches. I think that was Man City and Crystal Palace, and that has been a wild aspect. Hold on, I'll go over here to finish my thought. Sounds like another band down there. Wow, there's some cool places. So back to my thought about the English football. Like, how crazy is that they're playing Premier League matches at around 1 a.m. local time? That's how late it is in our time zone compared to England. And we always think of England and the US as being so far ahead of us. Like, usually the games are somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. US time. So we're going from right in the morning, early morning, to late at night for those Premier League matches. That is wild to think about. So yeah, I left the house with 50 Malaysian ringgit. Already spent 22 of those on one beer. I was thinking like 12 bucks would be plenty for a night out in Malaysia, but maybe not. I officially love Georgetown. What an awesome place I just found. I'll tell you about it after I get past the club because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. Okay, so I just had some falafel at this place called Vegan Falafel Penang. I would never think that vegan food would be so tasty on a night out, but it was perfect. It was so good. You could see them right behind the counter and then just putting it right in the pan to fry. It was so good. I think they were Lebanese, and they were so nice. They just kept asking me if I needed anything, and they were asking me where I was from. Can't recommend them enough. They have really good food. We really do kind of miss the Middle Eastern food because, oh man, was it good. Not realized before this year that it's that good. I'm heading home now. I hope you enjoyed my little oh, by the way, those guys were playing Arabic hip-hop, and that was have you guys listened to Arabic have you guys listened to Arabic hip-hop? It is so fun. I'm gonna have to start looking that up. I was shazamming it as they were playing it. That's my plan. I'm gonna go look up some of the things I was hearing. But yeah, I'm thinking all of that was a really good example of just how awesome and international Georgetown is. Just on this one street, I had a pretty awesome night, and I wasn't even really planning on doing anything tonight. So glad we checked it out. Glad we experienced a Saturday. Hope you had fun tagging along, and stay tuned for more content from Penang, Malaysia.